Hey, I hope you guys are doing well. And today we're going to talk about the difference between low ticket and high ticket. Now, I have a group called High Ticket Masterclass, and the link should be above, and I'll put it below after I get finished shooting this video. So what we're going to talk about today is where most people are and the difference in the sales process and how you can sell a high ticket item. Now, for this video's sake, we're going to consider high ticket anything maybe from 1,000 and on up. So people have different what high ticket is. It really depends upon what your audience is, but we're definitely not talking about a $47 product. So let's talk about the first thing. So with a low ticket offer, you'll have the sales process is usually you'll have testimonials, and hype is generally what this is about. Now, with the low ticket offer, people focus on getting you excited. And with the low ticket offer, this can be impulsive. Whereas if somebody's spending $1,000 to $10,000, they're more than likely going to think about something. Now, granted, sometimes $1,000 can be an impulsive decision for some people, and the more that you increase your prices, the less it's going to be impulsive. So what does that mean? That means what we need to do is focus on the sales process of selling your high-ticket product. And also, too, that doesn't mean that you can't take a product that's getting people results and maybe triple, double the price, depending on where your price is. There are lots of people and lots of classes that I've taken, and I've even hired coaches, and their price and the results they get should be sometimes 10 times more than what they're charging. So when you charge more, you obviously have to sell less, right? That's the obvious thing. However, there are some people that are going to drop out. You're not going to be able to sell to the exact same crowd. And traditionally, the more money that somebody has, they say in the game or whatever they buy from you, then the more that they say, well, man, I've got to get results. So I did this and wow. So whatever you're charging right now, move it into a high ticket. If you want to take it into another product, add something to it. Just add something to it. But the sales process has to be a little bit different. All right, so here's what we're going to talk about here. So we've got testimonials, which is fine. Testimonials can be used for this. Hype, you definitely don't want to use hype in here. And again, because we're not trying to get people who are making an impulsive decision. We want people to get results from what you're doing, right? So definitely don't want to be impulsive on that as well. So when you're creating a high ticket offer, what you're doing, the main thing you want to concentrate on, what does it do for them? All right. And again, so we go back to this again. What are the results? In a product, whether you're doing Facebook ads or massage, or if you're teaching people how to do golf, or you're teaching people how to run a yoga studio, or whatever you're doing, then there are always little milestones that people are going to have to cross in order to get the results. When you're selling something, you never want to get into the minutia down here of the little tiny steps that people have to take. You always want to keep it high level, because why? The person really doesn't necessarily want to do any of this at all. A lot of times there are processes that they just don't enjoy, right? So we don't want to worry about the minutia of what they have to do, the roads they have to take on, any rabbit trails or anything like that. Don't want to have to worry about that, right? So we want to concentrate on the results that they're going to get. That's the main thing, is the results. When you concentrate on the results, then you keep the person with you. When you start talking about the process and the map, things like that, don't worry about that. You guys can get into that after they've bought the product, because they understand once they get the results that there are going to be some things that they're going to do. However, this is another subject for another day, but you can make it easy and fun for them to do these things and show them the best way to take care of this, where it's actually not really, really boring. But you want to concentrate on the results. The results is what you want to concentrate on when you're selling high ticket here. Now, going from low ticket, Keep your low ticket. If you have a sales process that's working, it's perfectly fine, right? But change it over, add something, do something here to make it a high ticket. It could be, hey, you get an additional 3 or 4 hours of counseling with me, consulting with me, yoga classes with me. I'll show you massage tips. I'll show you whatever that you're doing. So for example, so that's going to wrap it up today. Just make sure that you're concentrating on the results. That's the results. Think about the results. Results. That's what people want. They want the transformation. They want, how am I going to be different? How am I going to be different after I buy, if I spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 or so? How is that different? What's going to make me different? How am I going to be a better person after I buy your product? Going from here, again, we want to get away from hype. We want to get away from getting people that are impulsive. We want to get away from those type of sales. Now, granted, yes, you can make money doing this, and that's perfectly fine, but you have to sell more, and you're going to have a higher churn rate, and you're going to be very, very hard pressed to find a lot of testimonials when they make impulsive decisions to buy your products. All right. So we got a lot more coming. I'd love for you to join me in my class. It's a high ticket masterclass as a group. So we've got the up there and down there in a couple seconds, and I'll see you guys there.